most, and that is if you are a sports fan or a sports lover. Today we've had some really exciting games, and I've always believed the National School Games in Singapore is another level. It's as close to what you can get with the under-19s or the under-23s at national level competition. We've had a fantastic final. We had the third and fourth place games that were played out earlier in the day, which were handled. First it was the boys and then the girls, and now of course we just finished with Hwa Chong winning the girls' final and defending the title they won last year, where they defeated Nanyang JC 3-1. Now it's over to the boys, and it is the same schools, the same institutions. NYJC boys, Hwa Chong institution boys. This is a repeat of last year's event. Last year Nanyang JC finished top of the heap. Hwa Chong finished second in the boys. Let's find out what happens this year. It's going to be a very, very interesting, finale. And Nanyang won it 3-0, mind you. So let's find out if that's going to be the case. 3 straight sets, or will Hwa Chong write a different story? In the previous final that was played out, Hwa Chong won it in 2024, and they won it again this year. But Nanyang did well for themselves. Last year they were second runners-up. This year they were runners-up. Maybe next year, champions. Who knows? My name is Glenn Mascarenas, and along with my good friend Leandro, who's bringing this event to your screens with his production crew, we are here to take you through the boys' final. This is the National School Games 2025 A-Division Boys Finals. Nanyang JC up against Hwa Chong Institute. Nanyang, of course, are in black, and they've started with the serve. So expect an interesting battle here. Hwa Chong will claim the first points, and that's what was needed. Got our 2 liberos in there. Eldon, who's in for Nanyang, and for it's Kaeshon, who's in for Hwa Chong. Well, just looking to make his mark here, and he's done well. And that is, young Rehan Fernando. So 1-all. On to serve now. It's going to be Jang Seung Jun. Well, does back in a good bit of a wallop, and that's a good serve. So Nanyang move up to 2-1. They're a very solid team. They play a really hard game. Nanyang JC, have seen them in action last year, and it will be very interesting to see, how they perform in this very event. And once again, straight off the libero, fails to contain that, so that's 2 winners on serve coming from Seung Jun. (3-1) currently. Just tries to return that back, does well to salvage it. Was looking for a cross winner. Unfortunately, that one's got to sail out of line. Well, the intent was there. It was all about the accuracy, and he's got that bang in. So Hwa Chong pulling in a piece of the pie, but not for too long, as it's going to be 4-2. And up to serve next, it's going to be the captain, Renfred. Well, I was going to say, well, sometimes you just got to keep the fancy schmancy stuff out, because Hwa Chong will claim a point here. Well, I can't twirl a ball on my fingers, but I can do that with a pair of drumsticks. I do believe that's a real skill, isn't it? Well, every single football or basketball player can actually do that. It's just Comes so naturally. Can't help it. Oh, that's a terrific block put up there. And a second time around. Oh, this is turning out to be the number 7 and number 8 in quick succession. Well, that's been quite fast from them. So it was Lin Chung and then Jia Hong. A bit too much of well, distance on that effort. That's going to be well straight out of line. I do love the fact when you have camera angles, you can just cover so many aspects that you would have missed out on normally. So here we go. Absolutely wonderful play from both teams. And defensive measures being put in here by Hwa Chong, quite exemplary, but Hwa Chong are still 2 points behind as Nanyang JC will continue. And that's straight into the net from Felix Zhang. And Hwa Chong gets served back again. This time the honors will be done by Hwa Chong. Well, I would think a step too many. NYJC were losing a precious point here. But just a bit of indecision, you know, at the net, and that can always cost you. But having said that, I'd probably do the same if I was there. So here we go. It's 6-7. Well, let's make that 7-all. But well, an infringement there, and that point will be granted to NYJC. So interesting as it goes up to 8, and to do the honors with the serve this time, it's going to be the captain, Akoln Chia. Just a bit of faltering on the part of well, HCI. Good work being done there by Eldon, and that is a fabulous winner. Lovely setup, and just a quick disposal, very well played. There was the captain, Renfredeng. A bit of salvaging done here. Here goes Rehan, sorry. Quick lift. Needs a finish, and that is beautifully done. Oh, that is an amazing play. Mohammad Faisal, sorry, Aris Aidan, well, with the finish there. So NYJC lead 11-6, and this is some, well, quality display that we are looking at. So Hwa Chong to serve. And Hwa Chong now digging deep. Well, Eldon does do a bit of salvaging there with that reverse effort. Here goes Rehan. Oh, that's got to stay hit. Spike to the max here, right within the line. Absolutely wonderful play. You've got to credit them for one thing, Nanyang JC. They do have very, very flamboyant play, and it's not something that you notice too often. Win or lose, doesn't matter, but they put on a show. And they're currently 5 points ahead. So NYJC 13, Hwa Chong Institution 8. And it's back to Seung Joon. Jung Seung Joon will take up the responsibility to serve. And that is called placement. When you want to go across, just make sure you get it within the line of play. It's now 9-13. Well, what an attempt to try and keep that in, and that is fabulous work being done. Well, Nanyang may have claimed the point, but I've definitely got to give him 11 on 10 for that. And specifically talking about Ron Lee or Lisa, absolutely fantastic effort from him. However, do you save it from the sidelines? Nanyang just, turning on the heat here. Having said that, the weather is it's been really hot outside, but just lucky to be sitting indoors. It is very hot outside. So Nanyang just trying to equate the temperature outside with their performance here, but it's good. 15-9. Hwa Chong have it all to do here. Well, that just steps out of the line of play. A bit unfortunate for, young Chung Zilin. And up next to take up serve duties, it's going to be the captain, Renfred Eng. Oh, that's a beautiful return, actually. And Rehan does specialize. He's got the real skills of an outside hitter. There's no doubt about it. Physically strong. Can go hammer and tongs at the opposition. So 17-9. Try to figure out what is one of the main what is the main sport of Nanyang JC? Just put volleyball in that bracket somewhere. There are others, but you can tell by their performance, they love it. Oh, what a left arm. What a left arm. Well, he gave us that save earlier, and now here's a finish. Oh, that is phenomenal, isn't it? That is some play, and that's Ron Lee. Well, you're looking at, as I said, this is really quality, and that is such a fantastic block. Absolutely marvelous block as Rehan is kept away by Chung Zi-lin, who's also won a point. And now it's going to be, well, service from Ron Lee. Rehan with the serve, 18-12. Just a good bit of a lift. Lovely setup there. It was put forward by the captain Renfred. Renfred once again. And I'll take it from you. I'll take it from you, says Aris Aidan. Does go airborne. That is beautifully finished. 19-12. Well, if you want to get a couple of shots for the picture books, I'm going to put it down. This is the matchup that you should have your eyes focused on. Because these lads on both sides of the net fly, and they fly pretty high when they go. So 20-12, Rehan will continue with the serve. And NYJC are racing towards claiming that first set. 5 points adrift now. And a new lease of life here for Hwa Chong Institute as that ball sailed out. And it will be Chung Zi-lin who will serve with Hwa Chong at 13, Nanyang at 20. And Chung Zi-lin just returning the favor. It's going to be 21-13 now. And stepping up to do the honors, it's Felix Zhang. There's Felix. Does have a very, very powerful serve. Well, sometimes does get into a tangle when he hits the net. But that's reclaimed by Hwa Chong. And very well done. Was just talking about these lads going airborne, and that's beautifully finished off by Lucas Jia. So 14-21 as Lucas earns the serve back for his squad. Eldon. And I've talked of liberos winning points that are unexpected. It happens when and they themselves can't believe it. And Eldon's a happy camper now. Well, he should be. We've got a new lad coming in. Because replacing, well, Aris Adan. It is Jeremiah Wong. Jeremiah going in with the serve. A bit tricky there. I wanted to finish that. Wasn't going to take too long with it. And Lucas Chia, once again, that's an absolutely, well, beautiful move from him. And it did fly, well, straight off the captain, Renfred Eng. Well, it's always those deflections that are the worst to deal with, whether it's off the net or off your fellow player. And NYJC, well, we'll have to battle it out. They were on the verge of closing this a set fairly early on. Now up to take the serve, it's going to be, well, Tristan Fu serves at 23-15. There's still more action left in this. Rehan blocked. Eldon will set it up back again. It requires a touch. It's all about being able to read that game well. And I do believe, well, that's been granted to Hwa Chong. 16-23. It's that net play that can be the most confusing, especially when you've got to spot out the mistakes. Quickly done there by, well, the lads right at the net. Chung Zealand out there in front. Needed to finish that. Did he get that right? And absolutely not. So Renfred just waiting for the referee's decision. And he did suspect that, so good call by the first referee. 17-23. Well, it was Lucas Chia with the serve. And now it's back in Nanyang's court. Well, cliched as it sounds, that's a fact, isn't it? It's back in their court. So NYJC 24-17 as they serve for the first set. Oh, just a little bit of faltering, but I think, Hwa Chong, well, doing enough to salvage that. Rehan pushes that over, and Hwa Chong will win the benefit of the call. I do believe there may have been a touch off the net. Your hand, of course, in the opposition's area. Well, the first referee can spot anything that falls on the left or the right off the net better than any of us. So, 18-24. And if you haven't noticed, Hwa Chong have silently but surely, well, come close to the 20s. They were languishing behind for a bit. Here's Rehan, and there's no coming back from that one. Absolutely powerful spike there from him. There is no way you're going to come back. Well, that would have pretty much, well, shaken young Chung Zealand off his feet as well. So first set claimed by Nanyang JC. It's 25-18. Stay with us as we continue with our coverage of the finals in the National School Games 2025. This is the A Division boys, and you and me are going to be here till the end. Welcome back to this beautiful arena right here in the heart of Tampines at our Tampines hub. I do love this place very much, the whole hub, not just the sporting arena. I do love the stadium as well, the football, stadium, along with this, the atrium, everything about it. So let's get back to the action as NYJC and Hwa Chong Institute boys resume this world matchup, which of course is for the final or the biggest glory in the year in the National School Games. The Division A boys title, and Hwa Chong start off on a positive note. Well, they did fall 18-25 in the first set to Nanyang JC. Nanyang are defending champions after winning it last year, and well, earlier in the day it was the girls who finished as runners-up to Hwa Chong. So chance here for the boys to turn that around. But Hwa Chong are no team to be taken lightly, and they've had a good start with 2 points in the second set. That's going to sail out of line, so no worries at all. Up in the air, quite important here, because before you know it, you just blink and you see that NYJC have pulled in a couple of points as well. But Hwa Chong Institute will be very keen on winning, this set, because they've got to win it, if they have to. And it's just a psychological thing. Well, that is an absolute winner. Stunning winner there from the captain, Renfredung. He had one in the previous game as well. Well, just powered that through beautifully. There's definitely got to be something in here. Quick tap over the net. It's going to be a bit too far to get to it. And Nanyang JC are all riled up. They're warmed up. They're motivated. Hwa Chong, on the other hand, different demeanor on the court, but they've been pulling in the points. It's 4-3 now. That service by the captain. And this time Nanyang will reap the benefits of that play. You've got to credit the number 17 of Hwa Chong, though. Absolutely fantastic left arm on him. That's Ron Lee. There's Renfrew back again with the serve. Set up decently. And he will win his team a point. Well done there by Chung Zilin. Marvelous play from him. Just putting that in front of Akol Chia. It wasn't so easy for him to get to it. So this set looking a lot closer than the first one, which was totally dominated by NYJC till they let a couple of points slip away. But this, I think they just would have heard me on that. Lovely setup, and once again a finish from Rehan, who plays it straight off Rafe. Here's Rehan with the serve. And was just talking about this left arm. Really shines with it. Very, very well done by Ron Lee. So 5-6 as Ron steps up to serve. Hwa Chong have come in with intent. Well, double barrier put up there and a double attack as well. And if you're wondering why we've got to clean the surface so much, well, the lads do sweat a lot. It's been a fast game. And when you do move around the court, well, at that pace, it's so much. And plus, don't forget the intensity of the spike, and the strength put behind it. And physically, when that does happen, there's so much of physical activity that the lads do tend to sweat a lot more than even the girls would have earlier. And it's just the way that they play. It has nothing to do with anything personal. The movement, the force, it tends to be a lot stronger. Well, sometimes it's just easy to say that we lads have brute strength. It's not always a plus point. The girls tend to be more creative, more artistic in their play, which is why you'll notice all those beautiful rallies when girls play. The lads like to try and finish it off faster. It's 7-all. And as I said earlier, much better performance from Hwa Chong in this set. And, they actually, pretty much neck and neck here. It's a chance for Nanyang to get back into it and to do the honors with the serve this time. It's going to be Ari's Aiden. And the first referee, granting that to Hwa Chong Institution. Surprisingly, there have been a couple of mistakes on the part of both teams, and they've dropped quite a few precious points. Having said that, you can't credit them for it. You just got to credit the first referee. We'll talk about keeping it together, and Hwa Chong know that they're on to something special here as they are fighting back, and they're fighting strong. And Nanyang will draw one back in. It's all said and done. Well, I'll take this and I'll hold it and I'll keep the points. And that seems to be the mantra here. As Rehan steps in. Well, goes across beautifully. I did mention this earlier. His spikes do pack in a good bit of power. 10-all. That's going to be another point for Hwa Chong Institution. As they serve at 11-10. Well, one thing is for certain, yeah. It's 11-11. Here goes Renfred with that stylistic serve. And that is another massive one. Released straight from that left arm of Ron Lee. And came off the hand of Akon Chia. And definitely much needed, you would think, a timeout as Hwa Chong Institution sit on 13, NYJC sit on 11. Don't go anywhere as we continue with our coverage of the boys' final. So we resume at Hwa Chong at 13, Nanyang at 11. Rehan Fernando rising up for the previous one. And that one's going to be powered out of line. So 12, 13, and Rehan to serve. Remember, we're into the second set of this game. It's been a very interesting one because it's been so close. Wall decides to go in for the kill. That is a beautiful return. And it is, well, Nanyang will get the benefit of that call. And Eldon couldn't be happier. That's, well, Lou Lisa, Eldon. Well, both liberos do have red. Only Hwa Chong has a red jersey with black on the sides. Now that was bound to go across, but it's bound to go out. Well, let's have a quick view of that. And that's just out. The line judge, of course, confirming that, and that was Cheng Zilin. So Nanyang, well, were a point ahead. Very, very interesting play. Because now, as it currently stands, it's 14 all. Well, that play will just show you how intense this matchup has been. NYJC lead 15, well, 14. And that's straight into the net back again. But this time it is Felix Zhang. So 15 all as Hwa Chong will get the opportunity to serve, and that's sent forward by the captain, Sean Yu. Well, straight off the arms of Jang Seung Jun, and that's why that jubilant cry. If you ever wonder sometimes why, the ball can sail out, but he failed to see the deflection of the opposition's players. The ball deflecting off his body, his nails, his, arms. And Hwa Chong have got the lead here. Well, it was 15-16, but now it's going to be an interesting So currently as it stands, it's 17-all in the second set. Hwa Chong really looking to take this game back to, well, Nanyang JP. So it's Nanyang JC, well, who now will have to weather it out because HCI want to claim the second set. They've started off extremely well. So Hwa Chong have claimed well the service for this spot. Let's find out how they actually will come to the table. And that's another point one. It's going to take them up to, well, 19-17. That is some terrific work being done here. Chance to restore a bit of lost pride. And that's got to be a big one here for Hwa Chong as they move on to 20 points. Well, taken a bit by surprise the first time, but Renford does manage to get that back in. And that's out of the reach of Rehan. Well, blocked again, and I do believe that Hwa Chong are really playing a very, very strong game here. And this time Nanyang will draw their own back as they move up to 18-20. One thing is for certain. Oh, that's a fantastic spike. Came straight off from the arm. Renfreding making a difference here. Quick tap up, a bit of indecision, and those points are going to be expensive as NYJC will claim it, and now it's going to be 20-all. Quick timeout being called in this, well, second set. Quick words will be exchanged. Hwa Chong know they've got a sniff of a win here if they can push hard. So we're back to the action here. 20 all. NYJC on 20. Hwa Chong Institution on 20. And that's an absolute slammer. An absolute slammer there from, well, HCI. Time is of the essence. 21-21. It's going to be, well, service from and Nanyang are staying in it. They definitely don't want anything to do with the exit door. The lovely block put up there as Ron Lee is denied. So 22-21. Well, you really try and have to do something with it, and the reason why I do believe that, the timeout has been called 2 points away from claiming the second set, and I do believe the NYJC coach will be very, very keen on understanding what is their current, thinking, what is it telling them, and he's going to try and guide that. Well, that's what normally the best coaches do. Having said that, HCI did perform very strongly all the way post 10 points, but here as we sit on the bench, left to be seen whether it is, NYJC who can, pull off a really quick one with a few points left, or will Hwa Chong Institution hold them? Well, I spoke too soon. It's now 23-22, or rather 22-23. And getting ready to serve, that's Lucas Cha. Well, that's a big one. Rehan comes to the party, packs in a good bit of pace and power into that. Just with his two hands. Just the right amount of encouragement that ball needed. NYJC on the verge of claiming their second set. And he's put that out of line, you think? Absolutely not. It's an ace from him. And NYJC have claimed their second set, 25-18, 25-22. Well, stay with us to find out if Hwa Chong can come back. And just let's get a view of that ace again. Well, here he goes, the captain, Renfred. Perfect bounce, perfect placement, 25 points in the bag. Let's draw you back into the action, and let's remind you once again that we are in the midst of the National School Games 2025. Well, A Division boys World Final, and do stay with us. So it started off well here once again for NYJC, and I've said this earlier, this is some very stylistic play that we're looking at, very flamboyant, and that's pretty much well landed in. So unfortunate here, and I think, well, the libero for Hwa Chong missing it. Well, this time Hwa Chong have got their own back. So it's 1-2. And, well, right from the morning, we've been here at our Tampines Hub, starting off with the girls' third and fourth place, starting off with the boys' third and fourth place matchup. Then the girls, then, of course, the girls' final, and now finally we're down to the boys' final. That is, well, some play here from Hwa Chong. Oh, he packs in a wallop into that shot, didn't he? The number 7, and that block was 7 against 7, if you ask me. So, well done, well done. It was Chung Zilin getting the better of Captain Renfred Eng. Here's Rayan. Hwa Chong have got the lead here as they lead 3-2, and it's back to NYJC. So this is the Singapore Schools Sports Council National School Games Volleyball National A Division Boys Championship 2025 final. And, well, I must remind you that after this we will have a prize presentation, but Nanyang have claimed the first 2 sets. Will they be able to finish it in 3 straight sets? Here's Rehan. Bit of confusion there in the ranks right at the net between, well, the middle defender and, well, the opposite hitter. But it's 3-all, and Hwa Chong have got service. Very, very interesting play here. Eldon, Renfred, here's Rayan. And Nanyang will move up to 4 points. It's 4-3. Very, very interesting how well this match has played out. And Hwa Chong have just put one out of line, so it's going to be 5-4 for NYJC. Oh, Rehan will nail a winner here. He's got that strong right arm and he'll put it to use. That was beautifully set up by the captain, Renfred. Well, just pushing it to his outside hitter, and he does that very well. Well, I would have said service there just for a minute. All said and done, it certainly looks like there might be, well, something really big in here for, well, Nanyang JC. They are very keen on the win. Keep in mind the fact that they are, in a way, defending champions since they won it last year. Rehan moves up to take the serve. It's, well, 5-7. Hwa Chong have started well in this set. Can they push this forward? And that's kept at bay. Chung Zi Lin unable to get it past, and Hwa Chong will win that. And it is Ja Hong who does well. So 6-7. And well, Hwa Chong, well, now lagging behind by, well, 2 points. As well, service is still held by Nanyang, and that's a good bit of damage control being done here by Rehan, unable to contain that. So Hwa Chong are back in it. 7-8. And to serve, it's going to be Rafe. Could definitely be something in here for, well, Hwa Chong as well. And that's Eldon, the libero, coming to the rescue of Nanyang. Renfred, libero back again, needs a finish. And they're definitely going to pull a point out of that, there's no doubt about it. It's Akon Chia, the other captain. So 9-7 NYJC. And to serve it up now, it's going to be Aris Aiden. Oh, blocked for certain, says Renfred. I've got it controlled. So 10-7, and I do love it that these lads are, well, enjoying, this encounter. I've always said that it can be as intense, and if it's really a high pressure encounter, and don't forget the seriousness of it. You are representing your school or your institution, and there's that, pride that you carry or that you wear on your chest. So it's a very serious and a very intense, well, competition. Having said that, but the fact that you can enjoy the game for what it is, the sport for what it is, without that additional pressure is just the cherry on the icing for me. It should always be that way. So here we go, 8-10. Hwa Chong Institute. Eldon will receive it. It's pushed up forward by Renfred, looking for the finish there. There was just a slight bit of faltering from Akon Chia. And Hwa Chong know that they've got a sniff here of what could be a good opportunity. Just a gentle tap in will get the job done. And it's Zhang Chize who does it. Eldon once again, tapped up by Renfred. Well, that ploy is not going to work always with the push, but this time it'll stay hit. Absolutely marvelous work being done here by, well, Zhang. Oh, does go airborne. It's a powerful spike. 11-9 NYJC. Also making his entrance onto the court, it's Lee Jia-jun.
Good service. Put up there by, well, Nanyang. They're looking to, make their moves, but Hwa Chong are not willing to give in. And sometimes you just got to wait for the opposition to make a couple of mistakes. Having said that, 12-10 is where it stands, and up to serve next it's going to be Jajun, well, who just made his entry onto court a while back. This goes in for the gentle push rather than for a smashing serve, but it's going to be a lift here from Jajun. And Rehan for the first time with a bit of a soft touch over the net. Oh, that is flamboyant, absolutely flamboyant there. Set up well. And it's the number 11 who does it, Zhang Chizu. So 11-12. Quick push there. Rehan goes in for the finish. There's still a good bit of work being done.
Oh, that is massive. That is massive. And, well, NYJC, well, just getting back into the driver's seat every now and then while Hwa Chong, well, steal that steering wheel away. It's now 12-13.
Here goes Jahong. Well, Eldon does well to salvage that. Rehan going in for the finish.
And that's smartly played. It's got the accuracy, it's got the power. There's a good bit of a spring back there, and that's a sure winner. So 14-12. Well, it's one of the most fascinating things about the sport, isn't it? That you have to rely on not just your teammates, but the fact that you have to get creative. And if you do not get creative, you just miss out on those, opportunities that could be there for you. Now, having said that, here's Hwa Chong, who are up to 13 points. And that's just gifting a point away to the opposition on a silver platter. But it's 14-12, it's 15-13, sorry. And it's going to be service for Nanyang, with Felix Zhang doing the honors. Trying to hold that within play, and I think Nanyang have just managed to salvage it. Well, Rehan just doing enough to set that up. Well, that's an absolutely stunning assist, so 16-13. Felix Zhang once again with the serve. Bit of a conversation there at the net, and that's going to go the way of Hwa Chong. I think would have had a dual touch of the ball. I think the second referee just making sure that that area is kept clean. And it's not, slippery for the lads. Well, that is some outstanding bit of work that we've seen a really, really good match played out so far, and it will really be interesting to see how this one ends. Now, I think the first referee just having a chat there with the lads from Hwa Chong, was trying to figure out whether that had to do with substitution or with it was Jia Hong. And that's just going to pop out.
No doubt about it. So HCI, staying so close. That's Hwa Chong so close to NYJC. 15-16. Well, comes off the net. There's always going to be a ton of problems, and I don't think that, Arizaidan has anything to worry about, because a point earned is a point worth its weight in gold. 17-15. NYJC continue to lead here, and Hwa Chong continue to snatch it back every now and then. Here's Aris. Well, decently blocked there. Good job being done by Renfred and his men. And that's a winner. Straight past Rehan. Just talking about this, how Hwa Chong will steal it every now and then. And here we go, 16-17. It's almost like each is winning a point on the other's serve. Well, they need to get that done quickly, and I think it's all about now positioning, it's all about placement, and that's what they're doing. Just on the line. That is quite a stunning effort there. So 18-16. We've got a substitution as well, because coming in right now, well, that's Tristan Fu, and making the exit was Akonchia. And here's Tristan. Will serve it up for Nanyang. Well, for the first time was going in for a delicate left hand, and that was, of course, Ron Lee. Might have worked if he'd actually spiked it. There goes Rehan, and that's going to be 19 in the bag. 19-16. Well, he had 3 moves there, and finally the third one, well, paying off in that whole sequence. So timeout being called, and I'm sure the lads from Hwa Chong and the coach will have a strong conversation, because NYJC are 6 points away from claiming the championship. Stay with us, don't go anywhere, as we continue with our coverage of the National School Games 2025. This is the 8th Division Boys Final. NYJC serve at 19-16. There was Tristan. Oh, that's a lovely winner. Well, just made sure that there was no way of playing that back. Very well done there by Zhang Chizi. And here's one right back at you, says, well, Rayan Fernando, but that's going to go the way of Hwa Chong. It's 17-19. It's a good call by the referee. Do remember, as I said, the most minute misdemeanors or infringements can be spotted only by the first referee and the second referee, and of course the line judges. Oh, lovely tap in. Smart thinking on the part of Hwa Chong, and they're certainly now playing the game. It's 18-19. Oh, very well done there. And that was Chung Zilin. So this time a timeout being called definitely by NYJC. And I do believe the coach will be concerned.
Well, while we wait for the lads to get back, let me just recap this event for you. We started off, of course, in the morning. The earliest game was when Nanyang Junior College and Victoria Junior College went up against each other. And that was in a very, very interesting matchup in the third and fourth place finale. And we did have, of course, the winners for that, including the winners for Dunman High School and Nanyang Junior College taking on each other in the girls. And then, of course, we had the lads, the girls playing out their final, where Hwa Chong reigned supreme over Nanyang. Nanyang played a terrific game, and that was probably such a beautiful final to watch. Oh, that's a bullet. That's an absolute slamming bullet there from Rehan Fernando. So Hwa Chong coming in fairly strong, but here's NYJC. They've got the serve now at 20-19, and it is Lee Jia-jun who will do the honors. Well, terrific block as they keep it together. And I do believe that, Nanyang are turning out. Well, they're pulling out every single trick in the book here. And Rehan is turning out to be, one of the knights in shining armor for the lads. It's service still for Nanyang, 21-19. Well, that's got to be such a fantastic block put up earlier, and that's pretty much how you do it. Defend and attack. And it's the captain with the finish. Well, picking his spot extremely well. It's 22-19. And, I just said this a while back, a few minutes ago, that NYJC was 6 points away from claiming the championship. Now they are 3 points away. Hwa Chong have done very well in this set. Not that they've done badly in the previous set. Started off a bit shaky. It was Nanyang, who dominated that first set. But Hwa Chong did catch up silently, but they finished with Nanyang winning it 25-18. And then in the second set, Nanyang were really taken, to task by Hwa Chong, but they still emerged 25-22 winners. Now, in the third set, it's 22-19. And I do believe that Hwa Chong have been a real threat to NYJC retaining the championship in their ranks or in their school. Oh, that's a fantastic return, but unfortunately it won't go back in. But 10-on-10 there to that effort from Tristan Fu. I do love it when you see some of those impossible, spikes that impossible to return when they do get returned. But it's all about whether it lands back in the opposition's court or it doesn't. And Hwa Chong just gifting one back to NYJC. It's like saying, hey, you gave us a point, here's one right back at you. But when you're under pressure, when you know that you're playing, it does happen. And you are going to hit that net every now and then. Well, almost brought that back together, Eldon, but Hwa Chong are still in it. 21-23 now. Oh, that's, an absolute winner. An absolute winner there. He's played such a stellar role here today. Chung Zilin, he's had some marvelous efforts. And that's just one of them right here in this pressure situation when his team is on the verge of being ousted from the contest. It's been a fantastic move and a beautiful block. But this one's going to go right in the path of Nanyang, because that ball sailed out of line with the block, unfortunately. I don't know what the appeal was
from the Hwa Chong lads. So here we are, championship point, set point, and match point. So very good block put up there. Chung Si-lin will not rest here. And I said this earlier, he's been such a massive player in today's event. And he's pulled Hwa Chong up to 23 points now. He will come off, but he's played a stellar role in today's event. And replacing him, it's Sean Hao, who's the other captain in the team. Here's Sean to serve. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it, as Nanyang JC finish off as winners in 3 straight sets. 25-18, 25-22, 25-23 to defend the title that they won last year. So here it is, Nanyang JC, champions of the A Division Boys Volleyball in the National School Games 2025. And here is the last moment. Eldon just supporting it. It needed a finish, and that finish was definitely going to come, and it comes from a Kon Chia. And Nanyang are the boys champions here as they defeat or get the better of Hwa Chong Institution 25-18, 25-22, 25-23, with the final score being NYJC 3 and HCI 0. Hwa Chong Institution did put up a fantastic showing. They have not pulled a set away from their opponents, but it was an event from them, and they should be very proud, not just of having made the finals, but the fact that next year they could return back and maybe claim the championship too. So amazing event. We do have the prize presentation for the girls and the prize presentation for the boys finals coming up in just a little bit. Stay with us, don't go anywhere, as we continue with our celebration of sports and specifically volleyball at our Tampines hub. So we start up with the runners-up of the girls, and it's a Nanyang Junior College. They put on a fantastic show. They may have, fallen to, well, Hwa Chong institution in the finale, but having said that, it was a super performance from them and really worthy finalists. They put on a great show, they put on a great display, and yeah, hearty congratulations to Nanyang Junior College and the coach, as well as to the school for, well, just the focus that they put and on the sport, as well as in encouraging these young athletes. We'll see them back again, some of them probably next year, and it will be interesting. So that's the National School Games 2025 A Division Girls runners-up. And it's a job well done. Don't forget the year-long amount of training these girls take part in, week in and week out. The fact that they balance out their studies, and the fact, of course, that they also need to spend a bit of time with friends and family. It's a tall order, and it's a very difficult task to achieve. So more power to them. Well, have you heard of the Dancing Cup? That could be the first one, and I think she was delighted with that. Here's young Kelly. Kelly is the captain of the team, and she's led her girls absolutely well on their trail in the National School Games 2025. So once again, congratulations to the Nanyang Junior College girls for a very, very impressive showing. And now, of course, the queens of the court, or the princesses, or rather they'll think that I'm calling them a bit too old, but Hwa Chong Institution, the National School Games 2025 A Division Girls Champions, and they deserve it. They played a game, almost let it slip from their hands in between, but they were in control of the match pretty much throughout it. Fantastic performance from them, and they were, of course, led by Elizabeth Chia. And what a showing, what a showing. They really deserve it. And this is where they pretty much, earn the appreciation, or rather the fruits of their labor and all that hard work put in. It's not an easy job. There's a lot of dedication, discipline, and focus that goes into winning an event like this. And it's serious business. Both these finals that we saw were really, top quality volleyball, or volleyball at its finest. So absolutely phenomenal showing from these young ladies. And that's the trophy. Well deserved, well earned, and reason to celebrate. And these girls, well, deserve all the time off that they can get to relax. Having said that, I'm sure there'll be some academic, work to be done. So, Hwa Chong Institution, National School Games 2025 A Division champions. Now here we go. They are schoolmates, finishing runners-up in the boys. National School Games 2025 A Division boys runners-up. And it's an impressive one, because if you look at it, last year they were runners-up with Nanyang finishing at the top of the heap as winners. It was a rematch of that this year, and Nanyang once again claimed their place as champions. So Hwa Chong always a threat. Strong rivalry there with Nanyang, especially in boys volleyball, but we saw that in the girls as well. The girls, of course, last year finished first, and they also defended their title. While I think it was Nanyang JC girls who finished second runners-up last year, but finished runners-up this year, so more power to them. Very impressive showing from HCI. always have a good amount of respect for this school because they always focus so strongly on sports, and any school that does that, oh, they've got to be my best friends. So, well, here's the captain and the runners-up trophy. Well, what an event this turned out to be in the end, and that's Sean Hao with the trophy and his lads who put on such a showing here today. So more power to the Hwa Chong boys. And finally, the boys championship winners. Here's Renford for Nanyang Junior College. Well, he led the team. We've got that massive outside hitter here, Rehan Fernando. It's been such a showing from these lads. Well, Tristan Fu. Well, Victor Lee. We also have Felix Zhang. And then Aris Aiden. Not to forget Akoncha. Daniel Akil. Jeremiah Wong. Ashok Kumar Mithran. Khairul Zakir. Lee Jajun. Chung Kang Ray. Jang Seung Jun. And Brentford, of course, who captained the side with that beautiful shining trophy. And that's it. Nanyang Junior College National School Games 2025. A-Division Boys Champions. Well deserved, a title well defended. They were stylistic, they were flamboyant, and they were lethal as ever. And here we go with the final lift. And hearty congratulations to Nanyang Junior College boys, as well as to the girls. And the same goes for the Hwa Chong boys and the Hwa Chong girls. So that's it from us here at our Tampines Hub. We were coming at you live. My name is Glenn Mascarenas, and bringing this event to your screens was Leandro and his entire production crew. We do hope you've enjoyed our coverage of this. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back next year to take you through this event all over again. Till then, you stay well. Keep supporting the National School Games, because that's something that really matters and is close to our hearts. For now, time for me to shut shop and ship out of here and to say bye-bye for now, and we'll see you when I see you.